$86. That's what the average person guesses they spend on subscriptions every month. $219? That's what they actually spend, according to industry subscription surveys. A $133 gap every single month between what you think is leaving your account and what's actually leaving it. In the next 5 minutes, I'll show you exactly where that gap is hiding and what it turns into if you close it. My name is Joey, and on this channel, I want to teach you how to save, invest, use, and grow your money so you can have more freedom and retire earlier without depending on the government. Subscribe to the channel and like this video. Here's why the gap exists. The average American now holds subscriptions across streaming, software, apps, meal kits, and gym memberships that add up to roughly $219 a month. But most people, when asked to estimate, guess less than half that. On top of the ones you know about, surveys find the average household is also paying around $32 a month for subscriptions they've simply forgotten exist. Old free trials that quietly converted to paid, roughly $384 a year, gone without a single decision behind it. 7 in 10 people admit they've forgotten to cancel a free trial at least once.
None of this happens because you're careless. It happens because subscriptions are designed to be invisible. Small, recurring, auto-renewing charges that never require a fresh yes. A $12.99 charge doesn't feel like a decision. It feels like nothing. That's the entire business model, and it works precisely because no single charge is ever big enough to notice on its own. For a Henry specifically, this gap tends to run even wider than average. Higher income means more free trials accepted just to try it, more App Store subscriptions stacked on a phone nobody audits, more premium tiers added the month a raise landed and never removed. The average smartphone alone carries 2 to 3 forgotten app subscriptions worth $8 to $15 a month, completely separate from the big streaming and software charges you already know about. Now, here's the number that should get your attention. Say you find and cancel just the $133 gap, the difference between what you think you're spending and what you actually are. Redirect that $133 a month into an index fund instead at a 7% average annual return. In 20 years, that's approximately $69,300. In 30 years, it's closer to $162,000. Not from a raise, not from a side hustle, from money that was already leaving your account, just going somewhere you weren't watching. Here's how to find your real number in the next 10 minutes. Pull up your last 2 full months of bank and card statements. Not your memory, the actual statements, since that's where the guessing goes wrong. Search for the recurring charges. Streaming, apps, software, memberships, delivery services. Circle every single one, even the small ones. Now ask one honest question per charge. Did I actively use this in the last 60 days? If the answer is no, cancel it today, not this weekend. Add up everything you just canceled. That's your real gap, and it's probably closer to $219 than $86. Finally, don't let that freed up money quietly get absorbed back into spending. The same day you cancel, redirect that exact dollar amount into an automatic transfer, savings or investing, your choice, so the gap closes for good instead of just moving to a different invisible place. Set a recurring reminder for this same 10-minute audit every 6 months, because new trials and forgotten renewals creep back in the moment you stop looking. $133 a month feels like nothing. $69,300 over 20 years is not nothing. The only difference between those two numbers is whether you actually looked. Subscribe for more math-based breakdowns of the money you don't realize is moving. And tell me in the comments what your real subscription number came out to.